Alright, this is Calibos, and we are playing Sky Factory 4. Blah blah blah. So we're doing things. I'm not sure what these things are, but we're doing them. I think that we were kind of working our way through the glitch-infused armor set, and that will actually give us the Age of Enhancement. We're also kind of like doing storage things as far as setting up some of this nonsense. So, what are we doing? Oh man, we need a sound muffler thing. Sound... Alright, soundproofing it is. Let us do this. We need... red, and then we need yellow. What is that? Oh. That is a thing that is not important. So, red and yellow. We need poppies and dandelions. I am not seeing them. Red. Hey, look, we've got red. Oh, well, that was annoying. Let's turn that off. Now we need yellow. Let's check that over the edge, like good little recyclers. Fortunately, there is a giant void here. We can do this, we can do that. So to get orange, because we need orange dye. So we can mix, we've got yellow, we've got red, we can mix for that. So what about yellow dye? Dandelions. Squeezers, dandelion, dandelion, dandelion. Let's see if we've got dandelions in here, yeah? Dandelion. We do! So if we take these and we pop them in the grindstone gives us 2. Don't we have a mechanical squeezer over here somewhere? Drying basin. We're slightly using that one. So, let's just do this. Why were there diamonds? That's a little weird. Alright, so now we have that. So we wanted orange for sound. We need bone block. Man, where are we going to get bones? So this should give us 4. Oh, yeah, 32. I like this. Oh, that's cool. That is much better. Alright, problem solved. Alright, so, next step. Oh, I was dinking around with this. Did I finish this? So this has ender pearls, obsidian, and iron amber. So we have all the iron that we want. We have our fancy fighting arena over there, which is a little crazy, but there we go. So this is probably how much silicon? So we're making silicon here. And that's making sand, silicon. So we're making silicon there. How about that? Silicon. So we have 609. So it looks like we need to start automating some of the rest of it. So this one is the calculation press. So calculation press. This one requires nether quartz. So looking into nether quartz, it actually requires pure nether quartz. So we need to be using crushed nether quartz and sand. So in order to automate that, that is actually going to require the ability to craft things. So crushed quartz, pure nether quartz. So let's make an export bus, an import bus, and a level emitter. So we have an export bus, a redstone card, level emitter, and then we need an import bus. And once we have gotten a little bit further as far as this goes, so we're going to say import, we're going to say export, we're going to say Fluix cable, we're going to bring that out, we're going to pop the level emitter on here, boom, then we're going to cable this up, we can just do this, and then we're going to bring that out. So it's online. Okay, sweet. So I wonder if technically I could just do wrench. This might save us some work. So if I do this, and then I go like that, and then like that. So we'll put the redstone card in here, and we're going to be exporting. We'll be exporting these. And we're going to go ahead and say as long as we have above or equal to limit, it emits a signal. So, and then we set this one to active without signal, and now it should be doing that. So it won't actually go to 100. What it will do is it'll go to probably 164 or something like that, because it will export until it reaches 100 in the system, and then it'll finish whatever's in the inscriber. So that's that, and we just need to do that for this one. So let's say gold. We need some gold. Got 52. Gold. So we're actually going to need a lot of gold. So we're just going to do this really quick and get it all going. And I'm watching our power over on the left there, and it looks like it is going down. So we are clearly not producing enough power. But once we get some of this going, it'll be a lot easier to produce the power we need. We still have 10 million sitting here, so that's something anyway. So that's cool. Now we can take some of these and do that, and do that. So we should have at least enough gold to get our next line of things going. $57, $62. Okay. So we're now going to be, let's see, we need another level emitter. Another export bus, redstone card. All right, so that gives us the export buses we're going to need. We're going to need another import bus. We're going to need to do that. We'll need 2 of these. All right, so that gives us the import bus that we need. We actually need at least one more level emitter. Recipe for that is a level emitter. All right. So we're pretty much just going to copy this design like all the way across. It works pretty well. So we'll bring that forward. We'll drop our level emitters on it. 1, 2. We're going to be exporting. We need our import buses. And then we're just going to drop some flux cable and connect all the things. All right. Oh yeah, the problem is that that is unpowered. There we go. So this would be the logic press. Logic diamonds? Logic is gold. So we're going to export gold. And then we want to come over here to logic. Logic. Let's say 100 or more of these. Logic circuit. And then we want to say that you are redstone sensitive, active without signal. Alright, so that's that. Now it should begin exporting those, and then we go for a diamond. Then we're going to need one of these. We're going to need another card, a redstone card. So redstone sensitive, active without signal. We are exporting diamonds. Now we should just be able to come over here. And in a second we'll have one. There it is. Then when this is over 100, it shuts off. And yeah. So that's that. So we need to start looking at molecular assemblers. Oh my gosh, just build it. So that will give us one molecular assembler and 2 molecular assemblers. And now we need some processing power for it. Processor. So we are going to need a crafting unit. We'll need a crafting crow processor. And then we're going to need a... How many drives do we have? 1K. Right, I don't actually have a lot of things in this one. So think of the processor as kind of like the internal crafting table for applied energistics. I mean, at this point, I think most people know what they are, so I guess explaining it could be seen as kind of redundant, but you know, it doesn't hurt. Let's get rid of those. So we've already done this a couple of times. You guys are all aware. Let's go get some redstone. We could definitely use some. Oh, I don't have to go anywhere. So redstone. So it's like a ghost image of the last thing that it crafted. That's weird. 3. So that's a 4. That's a 16. So let's make... let's do that. I'm sure that there's sand. Oh, oh. Okay, how about glass? If only I had the ability to spell. That would be fantastic. My kingdom for a dictionary. Alright, we'll make that up to a 16K. Let's get some glowstone. Okay, so if I If I do that, can I break it apart again? I'm thinking that I cannot. So once I've done it, I've done it. Can I make a 64? I think 64 is only the next step up. I think I could. We need to grab some of our gold here. Oh, wrong. So we need 18 more 1Ks. So that's a 16. So now we need some more Fluix crystals. So it's going to take some mineral, which we have. Mineral. There we go. So let's throw these in there. So maybe we should just go ahead and make another thing. So advanced smelting mechanism installer. So let's see about making an advanced installer. So the enriched alloy is iron. One. Two. So that gives us this, and now we can do that, which gives us, boom, advanced factory. All right. So that's going to give us a lot more Fluix, a lot more rapidly. So we will Fluix this up. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Man, we need one more. Nine. Okay, so we'll chuck these in here. We need to make 4Ks. We need some glass. So that gives us 6, and then we should just be able to make 2 16s. And now we should just be able to make a 64K. Alright, so I do not feel that this would be a waste. So we now have crafting storage and a crafting coprocessor. So we're just gonna chuck that there, and chuck that there. And now we need a pattern terminal. Pattern terminal. We'll make an illuminated panel. We'll make a... Oh, we need the annihilation core. That gives us a terminal. We need a crafting table. Oop, oop, oop. So that should give us a crafting table, which gives us a pattern terminal. Now we can just kind of chuck that on there. So now, once we make some patterns, so this gives us blank patterns. So one of the first thing that we do, or at least the first thing that I do, is I try to teach it to make itself. Now this is where the molecular assemblers come in. So molecular assemblers are great. They will auto-craft a single recipe. Now if you have, say, an interface, we'll do this. Some more nether quartz. Alright. And some glass. Need to make that larger. We can chuck the gold in there, chuck that in there, chuck that in there. Some fusion, smelting. Alright. So this gives us glass. And our second interface. So the plan is, and this is kind of a terrible plan, really. This is a very terrible plan. So these now have power. And I'm going to have to be very careful not to break them. I'm actually probably going to put to work on something with that, but that is neither here nor there. So our next step is we have patterns, and we put our patterns in here. So now we can come up and we can go ahead and say put our glass in there, and if we look for glass, ooh, caps lock, glass, apparently I'm shouting at the computer, we can make quartz glass, and I can just order it in the system. So by layering our recipes, we can go ahead and set up a lot of auto crafting, most of your standard crafting. I believe this is going to be quite handy. So this one is still requiring diamonds. Diamonds. I hear they're forever. So that gets us 1 or 2 diamonds for our system. All right, so our next step is now that we have these, and it's going to maintain a level of 100 always, we can go ahead and upgrade our things. So we're going to need to do some more advanced inscribers. Advanced. So we've got 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8. And now we do this. Oh, apparently I totally miscounted. Let's go grab some more wood then. Hoppers. Need 2 of these. 1, 2. Advanced inscriber. Go. Alright. So now we have advanced inscribers. So we have 1 each of those, and that is probably just fine. So our next step of these, 1 up, they are 1 up. So we're going to want to do I want to make this 2 up, actually. I will beat holes in it with my potato. Crafting unit. Now I put them up because I'm going to need access to the bottoms, and I sort of have it there, but I sort of don't as well. So these are going to be 2, 4, 5. Okay, I take that back. So these, I need access to the bottoms, but I don't for the other ones. So if I look in here, we're going to want to be exporting to specific locations. Export bus. We'll need 1, 2, 3, 6 export buses. Which oak do we have in here? Okay, we don't have any. So let's pull out some oak. Let's put some oak in the system. So let's go ahead and tell the system, okay, we want some patterns. Can we make 10? We need glass. So if we chuck some glass in here, and we tell it we want patterns, and we want 10 patterns, then it makes them. Put the patterns in here, and I usually start like this. I go ahead and go, that is oak. Or that is planks. Then I go from there, and I go, that is sticks. So now we know how to make all the way down to sticks from our thing. So from here we go oak. We go. That is a crafting table. That is a chest. You'll notice it didn't actually need all of them because we're not really making it. We're just making hopper. That is a hopper. Then we go piston. We go. That is a piston. So as long as we have the ingredients, we can now make more and more of our basic things here. So if we want a Fluix cable, for example, Fluix. So we want this. We can tell it, this is how you make, oh, we have to do it here though. Has to be Fluix cable. You know, this is how you make that, and then that is how you make that. So we chuck these in here. So, next step, we need import buses. So we'll need pistons. So, piston. All right, so let's swap these really quick. 1, 2. Because I keep there we go. So we'll say do that there. How many patterns? Can we make another 10? Need some glowstone. So let's make another 10 patterns. and we'll tell it glowstone. That's glowstone. And then, oh, well, let's actually do it the other way too, just in case. And that's glowstone. So now it can freely swap between glowstone. Alright, so throw our patterns in here. Let's do the same for redstone. Alright, so we'll do that. So now we can swap between redstone. Alright, so import bus. So we need sticky pistons. Now you'll notice that it did not fill it in, but now if I tell it to make an import bus, it does that, because now it has the recipe for the sticky piston, so it knows it can make it. So now we need an export bus. And then we're going to tell it this is how you make one of those. Let's chuck that in here. And that is how you make one of those. So as we go, we're going to fill more and more of these up. So we also need to make some more assemblers, some more interfaces. So now we are going to teach this thing how to, what are we missing? Interface. One of these, go. So as we go, we teach it more and more recipes. So now, interface, craft. So it needs glass. Chuck the glass in there. Interface. So we want 2 of these. We need to make annihilation cores, so alright, so now we should just be able to go interface, and we want 2. So we're going to need 1 Fluix dust and 1 logic processor. So we have these printed logic circuits. So now we're going to need a redstone and then some of these silicon that we are laboriously collecting here. And that. Okay, so next step is we give this thing power. And I'm too short. So, 2, 3. Grab that, and then we'll connect that. And now all of that has things. You can throw an import bus down on that. So, depending on where things are, let's get Flux. Crushing Factory, go. We're definitely going to have to play with power a little bit. So we want 2 more molecular assembler or interfaces. Alright, and now we can watch all of it going, and it's done. We have interfaces. So it takes a little bit of work to begin building up to this. But once we have it, let's go ahead and throw down a recipe for molecular assembler. So more and more of this stuff is going to be immediately craftable. And we'll just be able to keep expanding. Now the reason I use a checkerboard pattern like this is, like I said, the molecular assembler has room for a pattern. Now if you attach an interface to it on any side of it, and it has 6 sides, any interface directly attached to it can use it to craft. As long as it's not already doing a crafting thing. So technically one of the more efficient things to do is make a giant cube, but that seems less fun than making a floor out of it. So there we are. So one of the things that we're going to need is we're going to need storage buses. And so we're going to need quite a lot of storage bus. So we're going to need glass, cobble, logic processors, and fluix dust. So let's chuck these in there. Let's get some cobble. And some fluix dust. So storage bus, we'll need 10. Ah, that's right, we still need the glass. So sand. The reason I made so many is we're going to need a bunch of sand for various things in this. Like a lot of high-tech stuff requires sand. Oh man, our power is wrecked. So we're gonna have to Are we out of cobble? Ooh, we're we're out of cobble. So let's break this really quick. The next tier up is that. So let's go take some blaze rods, which we have one or two of. And we'll do this. And then we'll do that. Let's see, emeralds. Alright, so hopefully this is fast enough. Here we go. Let's check our power here. Going back up. So, man, we tanked our cobble pretty hardcore. All right, that's fixed. So if we want glitch armor, we need glitch ingots, which require lapis and gold ingots into a body of water and hope for the best. So let's check out some gold. Let's get some lapis. We don't have any in here. Let's check this system. Now we need a body of water. Where are we going to get water? So we want 32, 24, 24, 24. So boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, that's really annoying. Seriously? Okay. Just gotta get far enough away not to pick it up. Alright, so now we have glitch infused ingots. So hopefully this gets us the armor. All right. So that gives us everything in this age. So now we have another prestige point, so which we can come here again. I'm thinking fertile soil. I like this thing and I might go for it, but I think the fertile soil is going to get us there. Fertile soil. So we can just go ahead and take all of the dirt, combine it with bone meal, and it's upgraded. So it grows faster and better drop chances. So let's make an armor stand. armor stand. Alright, so that gives us an armor stand. We'll put it there. Looks good, I guess. Looks a little glitchy. Alright, so our next step here, so we're starting to make more molecular assemblers. We need to begin setting up to automate grinding and cooking stuff. Let's see what we need for storage buses. I think we just needed some glass, which should be cooking. Storage bus 10. Alright. So that will give us the 10 storage buses, you know, that we need. I believe we'll have to go look. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So we're technically going to need 80 storage buses. So storage bus 10. What do we need? 70 more. Okay, so we're going to need some cobble, which we can get our hands on. Let's just work our way through the list here. We've got a cobble gen here. So storage bus, this. So it's 3. All right, so now we need 298 iron ingots. That's doable. Slime. Purple. Oh, wait. Slime. Nope. Let's chuck that back. So that should give us all of the slime we need. Storage bus. Okay, so we have all the slime. We're going to need 49 more of the logic processors. Some nether quartz. Nether quartz. So that should give us all of the nether quartz we need. Let's go ahead and crush some more fluix. Okay, so we just need iron and logic processors. So let's see how much iron we have over here. A little bit. Let's grab the gold just while we're at it. So let's go iron. Grab all of the iron ingots, stuff. Alright, so now we can take these, pop those in there, do like that. Take these, Those should be done in a second. We can start our next round of gold through here. Alright. So that's that. So storage bus. Alright, so we still need some more iron. We're processing that. So logic processors. So let's get some gold. Oh, logic. Let's get some redstone. 1, 2. Let's get some silicon. 1, 2. Alright, so now these are going. We need to go ahead and make an import bus, or 3. So we are going to have to verify that we have the stuff after we make these import buses. Let's tell this to keep. And then we're just going to go ahead and go pop, pop, pop. And then we need some fluix. Fluix. Alright, so what do we need for the interfaces? Interface, or the storage buses. Storage buses, that's what it was. Alright, so these are crafting. Those are ready. We just need some more redstone. Redstone. We're gonna chuck that in there. So it's pretty much just the iron now. That's all we're waiting on. And we are net positive on that. Let's pull this out. All right. So let's go ahead and swap out some of these for iron. Check these in here. So storage buses are 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we have all the processors. Got all the fluix dust. So now we're just waiting on the iron and it's cooking. We'll throw that all in there. So at this point, we're also going to need some fluix cable, and we're going to need a lot of fluix cable. So it looks like we're going to need 80. We're going to need like 100 fluix cable. Storage bus. So let's go ahead and say 50. Well, you know, maybe not 50. So that'll get that started. I love auto crafting because honestly this would take a lot longer. I mean, we could be doing batch crafting, but I could just sit back and wait. And when you have a lot of stuff to do, when there's a million individual steps, this can be a hassle. So that gets us up to 50. We need about 30 more. And we're just waiting on iron, really. Alright. So we're getting to the point where we also need enough cable to get over there. How much do we have? Not enough is the answer. Not enough. So let's take some nether quartz. Quartz. We'll do this, and we'll do that. And we're gonna pull that apart. Pull that apart. We're gonna do this. So that's gonna start getting us the nether quartz we need. We're also going to need lots of glass. Glass. So let's make some more storage buses. We have 20 left. We just need 91 iron to do that. How about 10? So we're going to need how much Fluix cable? Fluix. So that gives us 100. Let's go ahead and make 100 more. We're probably going to need more glass and more we need the storage bus. We need what, 20 more? Oh, just waiting on iron still. Okay, well, iron it is. So let's go start laying some of this out. So we'll be able to just come straight across here. Alright, that. And then the idea is that we're just going to do this and then go. So can I pull that off, or do I have to break it? I have to break it. Alright, so let's do this. let's not have a storage bus on a storage bus because that seems less than useful. Alright, so now if we do this, 1, 2, 3. That entire first row should be connected. So let's do this. I do like this storage system, the simple storage. But I suspect that it is now time to upgrade. All right, there's that. So we have the first one done. It's just a matter of getting out there now. Let's go check on our iron. So we need 20. We just need 16 more iron. We're almost there. It's that. 10 more. So that's 6. So this should be it. This should put us 2 over. Alright, so that is a good bit of crafting. So we have 60 done. Let's talk about making a crafting terminal. Crafting. Hold on. Doing a Twitch thing really quick. Alright, where is the thing? Alright. Okay, that's sorted. So we were making a let's see, terminal. We could do it here maybe. Let's see, pattern. Make 10. We need iron, which of course we need iron. Why wouldn't we need iron? So let's get some iron. Get some more of that going. Check that in there. So we wanted to make, oh, we needed the pattern terminal really quick. Terminal. So make 20. Ooh, nope, nope. We'll just make 10. So we want to make a terminal. We just want the regular illuminated panel. And then we want to head to make a crafting terminal. Let's chuck that in here. Crafting terminal. There. So now we have that. Let's go ahead and make a fluid terminal and an interface terminal, a pattern terminal. Just gonna chuck all of those in there so that we can make them when we want them. So for the moment, let's go ahead and grab a crafting terminal. Chuck that in there. Give it a second to we're just going to pretend that these are all connected. Ooh. You know, I may have outsmarted myself here. But we now have everything in the first row showing up. So let's look at stone. I think we can actually do that and check this in the bag. I think we're going to need a couple more interfaces actually. Or storage buses. Storage bus. Let's make 10. We need more fluix, more cobble. More iron. Okay, so we have that. So let's go ahead and break this and that. Put this on here. And now we can kill this. So I don't want to break the logic cable because the logic cable is power. But we can break this. We can actually bump this up so that it's not as low as it is. Yeah, this is going to be a lot better. So now we can place that and get rid of this. We can get rid of that. Oops, went a little bit too far. Which is that the? That's the plastic. Okay, so let's drop a storage bus there and that. We'll do this, and that should give us all the plastic again. So now we want to export bus, export bus, go. We want this to be for mineral logs. Export bus, mineral logs. We'll just chuck that back in there. Okay, so we can do this and then that. Just kind of save us a little bit of resources. So now we can do this. And we can say storage bus, blaze rods, oops, we'll say priority 1,000, I guess, so it'll place, hopefully that means it'll place blaze rods there first. Okay, so we have that. Now we're going to do this. So we're going to go this, and this, which means we're going to need at least one more. And we're going to say do that, do that. Priority of 1,000, priority of 1,000, priority of 1,000. So now we should just be able to do this and that. And if we look in our system here, we should have access to smooth stone. Stone. There we go. So now we can take the stone. Let's do it in the pattern terminal. Stone. Then we'll take some nether quartz. Now we have a pattern for that. So this is not really fast, but it's free, and that's fine. So we can actually just chuck these because we're not worried about those anymore. That can go away, that can go away, those can go away. Let's check our thing here, these can go away. Check our giant bag of storage here. Let's see any more parts to the simple storage network. Alright. So now we can go ahead and do this. So let's get a chisel. Because we do not walk on air very well. I mean, technically there might be an airwalk charm, I guess, in which case we'd walk on air very well. But I don't know if I have one. Okay, I can just totally see myself falling off the edge. Also, I can see myself having not lit any of this up. Let's get some torches. Torch. I just want some torches. How do I make a torch? Just give me a recipe for torches. Alright, so chuck that in there. Let's make some torches now. Do that. Make some sticks now. Go torch. Alright, we have the torches. We have the technology. going to need to go all the way out to here. And then a torch. All right. So we now have the outline of the place we need to be. Sweet. What I'm probably going to do is finish up connecting all of these storage buses to the system. And then, unless something happens, I suppose I will call it for the night. Alright, let's light up this patch. I mean, it's technically bright enough, it just... I look over and it worries me. And we can begin filling in some of these other gaps too now. We're never going to be able to do a whole lot all at once. It's one of the reasons I'm okay with the ender furnace there, doing it. But we will have a supply of stone to do this with every once in a while. So expansion is always going to, of necessity, have less of a priority than crafting. Alright, now there's just a giant hole right there for me to fall into, and that's perfect. I'm sure nobody will mind, except for me. So let's do this. And we're just gonna work our way down. Simple as that. Like I said, I do like this simple storage system. It's pretty robust for something that does what it does. It's not hard to make. It definitely made our life better. But I think now we... oops. We have now officially moved on. Oops, oops, oops. Hold on. Give me that. So I actually need to configure all of these storage buses now that I'm thinking about it. That's going to be a pain. Because we want these all to have a priority of like 1,000 and then stuff. So it's going to automatically store whatever's in there first. Honestly, what I like I said, I do like the aesthetics of these, and I may keep them for that purpose, but storage-wise, these are definitely inferior to the file cabinets. Alright, so that's that one. Can I reach these from the top, I wonder? Let's find out. That's kind of a pain to do. Alright, well, let's go back to doing it down here then, I guess. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. But this just ensures that when the system is putting stuff back, it tries to put it in here first. That is what the priority does. And I feel that that is relatively important, just so that we do not clutter up our system with stuff that we've already got spots for. But this is going to be kind of exciting. I really wish there was a faster way to do it. But, I mean, heck, I wouldn't say that we're... Alright. So one of our next steps after this is going to be... setting up wireless, because I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired of walking back and forth. I did like the fact that Simple Storage had wireless. Oh, that's not connected at all. So now our first two rows are configured. And that's fun. Let's try to miss. Oh, we didn't die. Why did we not die? I knew that was going to happen too. Like, I knew it. Alright, so storage bus. So once we finish with this row, we are going to be halfway there. And we won't actually have to do this again unless we redo our storage. I kind of knew that I was going to have to do this in the first place. And I mean, we actually did that with the other one too. With the simple storage, we told it what we were storing where. All right. So that's the halfway mark. Let's go ahead and break the next row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I don't know what I'm going to be using it for, if anything, but I honestly don't see a significant purpose in just tossing this stuff off the edge. Because I might end up using it for something. So we'll just have to see how that goes. And I do need one more interface. Or storage bus. Storage bus, go. Alright. So now we do this. Alright, so we have... Oh my gosh, this is super exciting. I love doing this. Can you feel the excitement in my voice? Alright, is that 2 rows left? Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're just going to go ahead and configure these. That's right, I forgot we had like 1,000,000 cookies that we were making. Alright, so that gives us this. And we just have to configure the last row. Boom, boom. And last one. So now, nearly all of my storage should be connected to the AE system rather than refined storage or simple storage networks, whatever it's called. So, avoid that. Void the void. Alright, so we need another storage bus. And I'd actually like to set this one at a reasonably high priority as well. Because, but let's set it at a lesser priority than our other things, so that everything goes to our storage drawers out here first. So we should theoretically have access to everything now. I don't know if that's everything, but it should theoretically be a lot of everything. So let's fill in that hole. I have a bad feeling about it. Laboratory blocks. Oh, that's better. Less likely to just kill myself or fall off the edge again. Okay, so after that exciting grand finale where we programmed, you know, what is that, 85 or whatever storage buses, 88. Let's go ahead and call it here. So tomorrow, I think what we're going to do is we're going to finish setting these up. And we're going to set up some of the auto grinding and auto processing of ores. Just so that we can, we'll set up, auto processing of ores. We'll probably set up file cabinets for gold, iron, stuff like that, and then set up a higher priority. So, and then auto process all of our metals into ingots so that we don't have to worry about overflow over here. Because quite frankly, you know, these are capped. And when they're capped, they're not producing. So if we can set them up to auto-craft their finished product in the places where we care about their finished product. Like, we're never going to need a lot of slime or wood, so I'm not really worried about things like that. But for iron and gold and diamonds and emeralds and stuff like that, we want to get that stuff processed into a finished form. And so we'll have fewer steps later on, but we'll take care of that next time I stream, which should be, what is that, Sunday morning, I guess? Sunday morning, Pacific time at a bit after midnight, because I mean I have to drive home, so you know, it depends on traffic and how long I'm I'm chatting with people. So yeah, I want to thank everybody for coming. I'm really glad you did. You know, if you're watching on YouTube, which, you know, a couple people do, then any comments or suggestions, you can go ahead and leave there. Please, by all means, you know, if you stumbled onto this channel by some mysterious quirk of fate or accident or Twilight Zone thing, I don't know, go ahead and leave a like if you like it. You know, don't if you don't. You know, if you run into me on Twitch, you know, follow me if you like what I'm doing. So yeah, I want to wish everybody well. Have a good night. I guess we'll see who's on, and we'll go visit. Looks like we'll visit Ego.